What's up? I'm God, this is 7 Mortal Sins. We got an update, let's check it out. Alright, so starting off, Time House of the Souls is still here. If you guys need gold, this is the place to go do it. If you need consonance materials, this is the place to do it. But as far as new events, we got a rerun of the Shining Stars along with a login bonus and some clear quests. So personally, I really like this event. This is one of my personal favorite events, simply because of the refined crystals. If you don't know, using these items lets you re-roll your star shards. So let's say you have like an ultra rare or legendary rare piece that didn't have very good substats, but it has the main stat that you want. You can take this, you can use it on those, and you can roll for better substats. This is how I got a lot of my substats on some of my pieces where I have like 30, 40 speed substats. I think Asmodeus is holding some of these pieces, like, let's see, yeah, like right here, like I spent some time re-rolling this one, got 32 speed on that. Not this one, yeah, like this one, like, you know, attack percent main stat, obviously this is a piece I'm gonna want to keep. And then I just kept re-rolling for speed substats, ended up hitting 40 speed, very nice, very awesome. Got 32 speed here. Like Leviathan has some of my other pieces that I've re-rolled. Like this one, for example, I got 32 speed on a speed main stat shard, which is very nice. You know, re-rolled for some nice speed substats on some of these, right around, you know, 30 speed. It came out pretty nice. This is also how I hit certain thresholds that I'm looking for. Like I just did this to my Christmas Satan. She was under 2400 speed, so I re-rolled this piece and, you know, ended up with 10 speed on it. I mean, not very good substat rolls. But that's all I needed to hit her into the 2400 range for speed. So, you know, I like to re-roll pieces. It means I don't have to go grind new shards. I can just make the shards I already have even better, and it's more resource effective for me, because upgrading some of those shards, you know, costs like 2.5 million just to take one to plus 15 when it costs way less to just re-roll them. Like, yeah, refining, yeah, that's gonna cost me 14,000 gold instead of 2.5 million to try to build a new one, and it's not gonna cost me as much stamina trying to, you know, get a main stat piece that I'm looking for. So if you guys already have shards, but maybe the substats aren't so great, consider farming this event instead of going to grind new star shards, unless you need more star shards. But this is what I use that event for, literally just for these. And I think that's the only thing I would really recommend trying to pick up out of this shop, because you don't really want to gamble on some of this stuff. It's a random piece. Like, yeah, you get to pick the set, but it's a random piece. It's gonna have random stuff on it. Trying to get 600 of these, that's gonna take a lot of stamina. Not really worth any of this stuff. Like this is literally the only thing worth picking up out of this event, if you ask me. But yeah, that's it as far as events go. We also have Vortex of Torment back. It is the new Vortex, the whatchamacallit, something frightful dungeon, whatever. Actually, I haven't started it yet. But if you're wondering how to get a start on this, what you're supposed to be doing in this, what characters are, you might want to bring, well, first I would go ahead and read through your characters. If you tap and hold on them, you can bring them up. Look at their supportive effects for Awakers. If you see anything that says, start of battle, daze immunity, that's going to apply to your whole team. You're probably going to want to bring one of every immunity that you can. So, you're going to want like charm immunity, freeze immunity, daze, stun, confuse. Basically just fill up your roster with one of each immunity, and then from there just pick your strongest characters and you should be good to go. The new Vortex is a little bit different than the old one, but if you're a new player you won't know what the old one was. So let me just put together some stuff real quick. So let's see, charm immunity, we got that covered. Let's see here, team-wide immunities. Who else do we have? We have. Let's sort. Sort by level, I think should be fine. Let's see here. So, Witch Maman can cleanse confuse, so we're good there. We can also bring Chocolate Nona in case there's any kind of like shenanigans, because she also has team-wide confuse immunity. Let's see here. Let's bring somebody like Chocolate Astra. We've got Steady covered. We're gonna want probably Headwind. We're gonna want Seer for debuff. Gains immune to unstackable debuffs. Let's grab Nona for charm immunity. Shalimar for enchant immunity. Let's see, we can grab, which version of this? Yeah, we can either grab Charles or, where is she? The other girl, Zoe? Yeah, for freeze immunity. Let's see. I always forget what Maid Camilla does. Immune to Headwind. Immune to Headwind. Sure. Let's see. We need... What else do we need here? We need some all damage reduction removal. We need... What's this? Taunt immunity? Yep, taunt immunity. What else? Yeah, basically this is all you guys want to do is just kind of scroll through your cast, find all of your immunity characters, and then get one of everything just for the utility, and then from there just put in like all your strongest characters. Let's see, I don't think I have anyone with Daze immunity yet, so we'll get K. I think that should be good here as far as immunities go. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. So yeah, about 15 seems right. Let me just take another look here, make sure I didn't forget any immunities. If I had Metatron built, I would totally bring her, but I don't, so I won't. Okay, and then from here, we're just gonna toss in all of our best characters that we have built. eventually we'll get to 15. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Not Furka. Yes. I think we're golden here. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I think I got everybody. We have multiple tech types, we have multiple strengths, we have multiple agilities. So we should be good to go. And this is like kind of what you guys are gonna want to do, just to prep and go through this. You know, double, triple check, kind of like I'm doing if you have to, just to make sure that you got everybody. You're not forgetting anybody. I think we are set. I'm gonna go ahead and click confirm and just pray that I have everybody. All right, and then from here, you have your map, and to unlock the stages, you need to start at some point. Very, very simple, but you can see here that this stage right here, entrance 4, stage 4 entrance leads left, up, and right, and then from there, those stages kind of branch out, and you get like all these different kinds of items that you can use for each stage. Some stages require that you use certain items, and then other stages you just are going to want to use some of the items anyway to bypass some of the effects. There's, you know, stipulations for getting all the rewards, like you have to bring a certain amount of like tech types or strength types or whatever. So this is definitely like higher end, like more invested account content. Like you'll probably be able to clear some of it even if you're not like an end game player. And I would recommend trying to get as far as you possibly can, simply because the currency and the rewards that you get is very, very good. So if you go into the Vortex of Torment shop over here in the Belfi's grocery store, you have, you know, your Dongo, which is used for it's basically like your stamina in the event. You can pick up some of these packs for gold, which will help you out in the event, in the Vortex of Torment. So like this, for example, is very, very good. It's definitely a very good item to pick up. Same thing with the ice gun, very strong item. And then like these items are also very good. Then you can just get some of these like random things to use. Like some stages will require that you bring some of these items. So it's nice to have these just around for when you encounter one of those stages. You can just come to the shop, pick it up for a little bit of gold, and you are good to go. The Hell Silver Coin is another form of stamina for the event. It is used for specific stages. Prime Gold, I think that's just an item that you bring in. And then these are all like items that you would need to bring for some of the special stages. But they are very costly in terms of gems. So, you know, you get them at your own risk. I wouldn't recommend spending gems for these items. If you play it out right, you'll be able to clear everything. You just have to do certain stages in a specific order. And for the real juicy stuff, you have book fragments, very nice. You have inherit gem selectors, very nice. And then the best items in the game, the EX grimoires. So these special books count as true dupes. And I'll explain what that means in a minute, but you know, the rest of the shop is just, you know, regular books. But these EX books So it says here it has the same effect as consuming the same cast while performing skill up. It's not exactly intuitive as to like what that means, but I'll explain it real quick. So you see, like if you look at my Michael right here and my Beelzebub, so she is skill +1, right? And Michael is skill +15. So look right here, right to the left of the stars, and you can see a little dash here. If you look at Michael, it says max here. And to get that, let me see if I have somebody that I can show you. Right? So look at Camilla, she's got 2 dashes. So this maxes out at 4. So you take 1 character and 4 of the same character, like literal true dupes. Like, for example, I have Maman right here, but then I also have a duplicate Maman somewhere, yeah, right here. What that means is when you skill up using a true dupe, like an actual copy of the character, you get one of these little dash marks, and you're gonna have to do that 4 times. So the EX books count as a true duplicate of that character when you use a skill up. And you might be asking, like, why is that important? Well, so when you skill up, you can only do it 9 times with books. With regular books, with Bunrays, you can only do it 9 times. You're gonna need 4 true duplicates of a character to make it to +13, right there. +13, you need the character and then 4 dupes. So essentially you need to pull a character or acquire a physical copy of the character 5 times in order to max them out. The EX books count as a true copy. So that means that's 1 less time you have to pull that character in the gacha, or spend resources to get that specific character. The EX books can be used on anything that is applicable. So you can use them on like the sin one on any sin, the virtue one on any virtue, and they're just so good. They help with building a character like a ton, because that's like a ton of gems saved, or maybe you whiffed the last copy of a character you needed and just grind out Vortex, pick one of these up, and you're good to go. So Vortex is always appreciated to see. And as far as like content to do, that's pretty much it. We have some packs that aren't too bad. We have in the gacha the Infinity Summon. So the Infinity Summon is a banner that is paid. You have to pay for it, but you get to re-roll this summon. It is 1 single 10 pull. You can re-roll it as many times as you want, and then if you're happy with that pull, you can pay for it. You don't have to. You can summon as much as you want. You just won't get anything. But there are 5 characters here, and theoretically, if you spent enough time doing this, you could probably get multiple copies of these characters, maybe even 1 of each. Might take you a while, might take a lot of luck, but it is possible to get this, be incredibly stacked, and I think it's like $19.99. See, like this, if I wanted to buy this, then it saves it, and then I could pay $20 to, get those characters, or I can hit retry and try it again. And you can just keep doing that until you're happy with the result. The rate on it is pretty bad. Pretty bad. But it looks like you are guaranteed at least a 5-star Awaker. So, oh, you can also potentially get some diamonds out of that. So it's like a 1% chance to get a Sinner Virtue, and then yeah. So if that's something you want to do, go for it. It's not terrible. It can be worth your money. You can make it worth your money. Personally, I am not going to do it, but that's just me. I'm going to skip the next banner real quick because I always have a PSA about those banners. So this is the Blood Pact Selection Gacha. And yes, the banner above this is a Blood Pact, and I'll get to it. But just this gacha right here is super worth, okay? Like, this is a good banner. So we're looking at this right here. We have 2 copies of Mammon and 2 copies of Metatron. So Metatron is a very good character. She's a healer, she's a reviver. At plus 21, she's going to block crowd control effects for 3 members of your party. She is very good in PvP, one of the best characters in the game. OG Mammon is also very good, especially in PvP. She gets even better in the future, and yeah, she's cracked. She's amazing. She has some very relevant immunities. She is immune to Confuse and Charm, which are all over the place in PvP. She turns DOT into healing. She's just very good, very strong. Witch Mammon is also very good, very strong. She gets even better in the future. She becomes one of the top 6 characters in PvP. She's just insane, like literally insane. And then there's Cheerleader Metatron, who's not bad, but not exactly the best. She's cute, so if you want her, she's here. But yeah, very good banner, very high value. The rate, I believe, is standard as far as summoning goes. Actually, a little bit above standard. So between Sins and Virtues, there is a 4% chance. That's quite a bit above average for summoning banners. So this is a good banner. Now, this though. Time for the PSA, okay? Blood Pacts are dangerous. There is no pity. There is no guarantee. If you are trying to get a legendary rare Blood Pact for your character, be very careful, okay? It is a 1% chance, I believe. 2%. Ooh, 2%. Is a 2% chance to get a legendary rare Blood Pact. There is no guarantee for this. There's no pity. There's no shop to exchange for a legendary rare Blood Pact. So you could literally throw your entire stash of gems into this and not come out with something usable. All right, this is dangerous, right? You could lose your entire resources. You could spend $1,000, and somebody has spent $1,000 on a Blood Pact banner, didn't get what they wanted, got a refund, and then quit. So be careful with the Blood Pact banners. Don't get baited by other people's luck. Like you might see someone it's like, oh, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legendary rare blood packs in 2 10 pulls, and they were exactly what I wanted, and my character's cracked now. Don't think that can be you, okay? Be very reasonable, be very cautious with these kinds of banners, because more likely than not, they are a resource drain. All right, so that's the PSA. Be careful. All right, and then I think that's about it as far as everything goes. There's no new consonants. There's no new super evolution. It's yeah. So the big things this update are Vortex of Torment, Shining Stars, and Blood Pact / Blood Pact support banner. But yeah, if you guys are going in on this stuff, let me know how your summons go. If you guys have any more questions, maybe you want me to explain something a little bit better, feel free to ask in the comment section down below. And go check out the Discord community. There's tons of people willing to help out there. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.